Welcome, everybody, to a very special episode of GDQ Hotfix. I'm Author Blues, and I'll be your host for tonight's show. On November 21st, 1990, Super Mario World was released in Japan, and since then, Super Mario World has had one of the most active and diverse speedrunning communities, with runners and world record holders spanning the globe. So to celebrate, we've brought together 20 of the best runners across 4 continents to race a variety of categories, some of which you may not be familiar with. So we're going to talk a little bit about what those categories are, and what to expect from this show. But before I do that, I do want to just plug a few things. If you are watching this on YouTube, hi YouTube, and would like to support our live content, please consider checking out our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to any Twitch channel of your choice every month for free. Please consider using your Prime Gaming account to support the weekly GDQ Hotfix content. West Coast Weekend is next weekend from December 4th to December 6th. The schedule is now out, and you go to GamesDoneQuick.com to check it out. AGDQ 2021 online is January 3rd to January 10th, 2021. The schedule is out now, and prize submissions are open now until December 26th, so you have plenty of time to still get those in, but please do submit them. You can tune in this Monday for the Community Spotlight starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. This week we have a showcase of speedruns with excellent music, including Deltarune, Celeste, Crypt of the Necrodancer, Ori and the Blind Forest, and more. This has been a show in the works for, at least for my part, a little more than a month now. And I'm very excited that we're finally getting to bring it to everyone. This is really, really fun. And I'm going to throw it over to our 2 commentators, Mike the Pornstar and W. Carrick. Hey, welcome. What are we expecting to see here tonight?
Hey, how's it going, Oth? So we're expecting to see some really high-level play in pretty much every category. We're seeing world record holders from every area: North America, South America, Europe, Japan. And all of these categories are stuff that they're well practiced on. We're going to see some short categories like 11. We're also going to see some really awesome categories like all castles to finish it up. We're going to see some cool glitches and beat special. So we got a whole mix of everything for y'all today.
I'm just really excited because I love Mario. I love watching Mario. I love speedruns. I love watching Mario speedruns. I love watching races and talking about it. Like I'm just set here because it's Mario time, honestly.
Yeah, so this is mixed well for you then.
I know we got a little bit of everything.
Let's look at the runners we got coming up for our first ones here. For North America, we have Area 51, very well-known runner, used to hold the world record for 11 exit cloud. So he's going to feel real comfortable doing this. I believe over in the South American side, we have Red Killer, formerly known as Talvani. A sick player, a really good player, so he's going to keep them sweating for sure. We have Alogical over on the European side, and a really good player. He's I won't say he's actually not the newest one, because we have one of our newer players on the Japan side, Furo Kazushi. He is like one of my favorite new streamers these days coming to SMW, so you guys should definitely check him out. He's a newer runner in the fact that he's been going for like a couple of months. He's rocking a 1047 on 11 exit right now. So, I mean, he's coming in and just murdering. So it's going to be really cool to see how he does, especially in the context of a race. Because it's not like a PB grind where you can just reset all willy-nilly. This is a relay race of which he's the first leg. He just has to take whatever he gets in a race. So that's specifically what I'm looking for on his corner of the map here. What other categories we got today, Mike, that we want to talk about?
Well, let's see. After this, let's see. What do we got here? I have to grab the list because I have a horrible memory. So we got 11 exit. We've got beat special. We've got no cape, no star. We've got all switches, and we've got all castles. And I think beat special is going to be a real treat for everyone.
Beat special is going to be crazy. Just so you guys understand like how cool beat special is gonna be, it's just a random goofy category because there's no real reason to beat special world in this game unless you're going for a full clear like 96 exits or 96 exit. And so whenever you do beat special, it's just insane back-to-back glitches for pretty much the entirety of it. It's really cool, so I'm stoked about that. We've got our runners kicking off now, so get your good lucks out for all 4 of these guys. This is kicking off a 5-leg relay in 4 different regions of the world.
Good luck, everyone.
So going through this first level here, Yoshi's Island 2, there's not too much to talk about. This is just where they get their sea legs, you know. It's you just hold right and run for pretty much the entire duration of this level. They all know where to jump, so it should be easy breezy.
Yeah, the only real variation we see is a couple of spins versus a couple regular jumps. Sometimes people might take the top path, try and get an extra game second, but it doesn't look like we had that happen here. Everyone getting out 360. When we refer to numbers, by the way, we're mostly going to be talking about the game time that you see in the top of the game, right next to the item box.
Yeah, those yellow numbers up top. And this is a level where that actually comes into play. We're looking for a 259 on the in-game timer. Though you typically would see a 258. These people should be good enough to know you run along those wooden platforms. It's going to push Mario just a little bit to the right. And that's going to go ahead and give him a 259. Just that little speed boost is all you need. So you see as they cross the tape here, we've got 259s all around. That's what you like seeing.
Yeah, we're off to a great start here, I think.
A question for this next level here coming up is who's gonna get the shell jump? There's a shell sitting in the middle of the level. We're gonna be looking for a red shell.
I'm gonna say we're gonna get 1 for 4.
Ooh, I think you were
Ooh.
right there with Area 51 getting that shell jump. Super insane trick to pull off. Super insane trick to pull off. And it nets you maybe like 0.2 seconds. Not the biggest thing in the world, but he's the only one coming out with a 276.
Yep. Tiny bit, but not insignificant, especially in an 11 exit run. 11 exit runs are 11 minutes, probably at the top or at the worst for these guys. So
Yeah, I want to see some 1040s from these runners. Look at these tight jumps they're going to be taking here in Iggy's Castle. Looks like they're just going through the Koopa. Over that Podoboo there. They got a few more jumps, but can they make it past the door? Hey, no one missed a door. We're looking good. We're looking good.
yeah, doors are the hardest boss in this game, and I'm sure as this relay goes on, we will see more and more why they are the hardest boss in this game.
Yeah, you'll commonly see us laugh and refer to doors as final boss in this game because whenever you run up full P speed, you've only got 3 frames, 3/60ths of a second to tap up and get inside of a door. It's pretty crazy, actually. All right, we got some nice Iggy kills there. I'm noticing 2 different 240s on screen coming from Red Killer and Furo Kazushi. We got 241s coming from A-Logical, and Area 51 is what you would typically want to see.
Yep, so Area 51 right now, he has the just the tiniest little lead for Team North America coming out of the first castle of this relay. Get to watch a lovely cutscene, and then we'll be on to Donut Plains, where we will get to see our very first cape.
All right, y'all get used to this cape grab here. We're going to be seeing it a lot. Nice little double jump off that Koopaling. They just go off into the sky. So you can stay up in the air if you're not familiar with this game. You can just stay up in the air by just tapping left at a certain tempo. If you just kind of give a little tap, 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 you're going to stay up in the air the whole time. You're good to go. And they're going to use that to fly above a pipe right here to get to the key, taking them to Donut Secret 1.
Yeah,
This category's
Secret
so
1.
quick, it's almost done before it starts.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole category is super fast. We're only about halfway done. So swimming through this water here, they want to go a little faster, which you can do by holding an item. So they're going to pop up into what we call dry room here and just grab this shell and keep moving on. I said, grab the shell, Aaron. There you go. Hey, Logical, come on, man. Come on, man. You grab the shell and go. This is fast food here. And that's going to help them. It's actually going to double their speed in the water. So they can just zoom through after they grab that shell.
Uh-oh. Oh, we've got lots of situations going on here.
Ooh, Red Killer.
Yeah, Furo dropped the P-switch and had to go back and grab it again.
Oh wow, that is not a
That's
good time loss.
That's not quite what you want to see here, but Red Killer's also going small. It looks like so.
Let's be honest. If you're going into Ghost House with just a mushroom, you're coming out of that first boot ring small. All right.
I mean, that's a good point. There's really in 11 exit. There's not a much good reason to keep that flower.
Yeah, looks like Alogical and Area 51 are definitely going to take a big lead in this leg of the race. Red Killer's going to be coming out small while Furo Kazushi has his cape, but dropped his P-switch in DS1.
You know, it's kind of funny too, because I was going to make a remark back when we were in DS1 about Alogical and Aaron falling behind a little bit because of their mishap in the dry room. But
The dry room? Yeah, they got to be feeling good if you mess up dry room like that and you still come out on top.
that Ghost House gets everyone. Though,
I'm also not too worried. I'm not too worried about Red Killer because he's pretty well known for his no cape as well, you know. I could easily see him go no cape for the rest of the run.
Ooh, these zips might be a good chance for him to pull back. Oh, here it is.
Furo getting a
Furo
290.
Those were really good.
He could have gotten a fat 291, but he kind of had a little slop grabbing that key, net himself a 290. But those are the zips I want to see. See, that comes from like a freshly practiced new runner right there. Like they have all the stuff in their head and they just need it to go right. All right, Aaron's still in the lead. Aaron 51 grabbing that key and getting out of there. He's going to be heading into Star World 3 where he needs to fly up for the key. Let's see if he can show off the little item fly here. Oh, no, he goes for a spin jump now.
Not even trying. Alogical right behind him.
Yeah, we got two races going on here right now, it seems. We got a capeless Red Killer versus Furo and Area 51 versus Alogical. Seems that that's the grouping that we're going to be seeing right now. I see both of these runners here in Star World 4 flying under the level. It's because there's some sketchy platforms they need to get up to get the key.
Yeah, so remember how Carrick was talking about, Alogical is out of the level and has to do Star World 4 over again.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. That's going to give Area 51 a healthy lead over these other three runners.
Yeah, so...
Furo Kazushi being the second to reach Bowser's Castle. Alogical's using some Yoshi strats to get through. He just wants to make it to Bowser's Castle. He can use room 3 to get a cape if he wants. Area 51's gonna pull off a little damage boost here as he takes purposeful damage so he can get iframes over that thwomp. Furo's only one room behind him.
Man, it's just crazy how these rankings have changed already in the course of just this one run. I mean, I guess it's to be expected. It's the first run, but...
Yep, this is the first run of 5. We got 4 more categories after this, and these are going to be tied to these runs. So as soon as Area 51 gets done with this Bowser fight, the next person's going to go immediately into Beat Special, which is going to be very similar to 11 Exit, but then we're going to take a little divergence at the end. We have 2 runners currently in the Bowser fight, 2 about to be in the Bowser fight. I didn't expect this much drama hitting on the first category, I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty excited.
You know, I'm also quite excited.
Oh, Furo losing his cape there. That was silly. And he's going to throw the where Bowser is. He's going to throw that Mecha Koopa off the castle, so he's not even going to get the benefit of a ball skip, which is what Aaron's pulling off right now. This is a trick where Bowser drops 2 what I call bowling balls, and while you have to deal with the first one, you can make him skip the second one. You'll see him fly over to the right side and fly up, hitting Bowser as soon as he approaches the right side. That times it perfectly enough to kind of cancel an animation that Bowser's going into to drop the second bowling ball. So he just starts dropping Mecha Koopas again. So as Area 51 comes up on his final phase, he only needs to get 2 more hits. These are going to be pretty easy hits. As soon as he does that, he's going to be pinging his teammate who's going to be taking the baton and rushing off to do the beat special category. That's going to go for all 4 of these teams here. Once again, separated by region, we have North America in the top left, guys. We have South America in the top right. We have Europe in the bottom left, and we have Japan in the bottom right. So GG's to Aaron.
There goes.
Boom.
Aaron.
We're immediately in. We're
And
immediately
TM is off.
So
Yeah,
Aaron, Area 51 is passed off to TM, who's going to be playing Beat Special. And the only goal of this, we're not going to be seeing Bowser, all right? So don't be expected to see Bowser again for a little while. We just need to beat Special.
Yeah, so ultimately what that entails is a pretty similar run to 11 Exit up until Star World 4, where they're going to be going to a different route instead. And then they're going to be making their way to Star World 5 and then all the way through all of the special levels.
Big GG's out to Red Killer and Furo Kazushi, finishing up their leg of the race.
Yep, and now we have Nardi 1800 off for Team South America.
GG's to A-Logical, finishing up. Europe's going to be able to start their second leg of the race. We have Yapo-san coming in for Team Japan. This is an OG. Yapo-san has been playing more than half of y'all in chat have been alive.
Yeah.
He's a monster at this game.
Yeah, and then for Europe's side, once we have things switched around, we should be seeing Akisto speed. Oh, there it is. There's Akisto. He's running for Team Europe.
All right, and a lot of this here at the beginning, especially this first world, this is all going to look just like 11 Exit pretty much. But as soon as we get into Star World, they're not going to go for Bowser. They're going to be going for Special, which is where you keep going deeper into the Star Road, open up another portal. So we're going to see some really intense stuff after these first few levels. Once again, this category is Beat Special. Let's see, it looks like, according to the leaderboards, out of the ones racing, TM actually has the fastest time. And he got that 4 days ago in preparation for this event. So I'm looking for a spicy run from TM over here.
I'm just curious what tricks each runner's going to go for. I imagine they're all going to go for everything. These are all some top-tier runners, both in Beat Special, and I believe they are all very good 96 players, which is where you would typically see all of the strats that we're going to see in this category.
All right, it looks like we've got TM who's about to get into the Iggy fight. Let's see what strat he uses. All right, he uses the fireball jump strat. You'll typically see either a fireball and jump being used to kill Iggy, or a little butt slide down the slope while you shoot fireballs to get rid of them. I feel which strat you do tells me who you are as a person. You know, you can look deep to a runner's soul depending on how they beat Iggy.
So what happens when you try the butt slide, but then you end up missing and having to do the jump anyways?
Is that a shot at me? You know how much that
that's a shot
happened
at
to
me.
me.
That's a shot at me, because that's the only way I can beat him. Iggy's hard, everybody.
All right, TM's made it to Donut Plains. He's going to be grabbing himself a cape.
Yeah, so I think one thing that we didn't mention last time that's fairly important in Super Mario World is that as you're flying, you can actually be going a little bit faster than your running speed. And as Mario moves, he has an oscillating speed, and flying has a slightly higher ceiling to your movement speed. And that's also, because of that variation, we can see differences in time through Donut Plains 1, regardless of, it can look like the runners are doing exactly the same thing. And come with up to 2 game seconds difference, or even 3. Weird stuff.
Yeah, the cape basically comes with some standard cruise control, and what it decides to cruise control is a little different every time. All right, let's watch TM go through DS1 here. He's going to be grabbing this P-switch. He's looking for a key up here behind the blocks. Getting it off that ceiling. Very nice correction there. Doing another little swim up so he could grab that on the way.
We've got some people asking in the chat. I kind of want to pass along interesting questions, but a lot of the categories that people are used to seeing in Super Mario World are pretty heavy on the cape usage. We've got something without that, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually we do. The next category after this is No Cape, No Star World, so we're going to be seeing sort of a shortest warpless path type run coming up after Special Speed.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice about 35-minute category where they're not allowed to use Star World like we're seeing in this category, and they're not going to have access to the cape either. So if you want to see some just classic old school platforming Mario, that's going to be coming up super shortly.
The cool thing about that too is, Nardine's having a little bit of trouble over here with the boo ring.
He got
cool
locked
thing-
out.
The cool thing about the capeless is you're going to see a lot of different strats and a lot of different parts of the levels that you would normally not see at all because you're usually just above it.
Ooh, I'm looking for some zips, TM. What you got? There you go. I like that. I like that. We got the other 3 runners in the boo fight. TM's keeping his lead going, man. Doing a real good job here. Other 3 are keeping it tight. All right, we've got all of our runners either in Star World or going into Star World right now. Let's see some spicy zips. What do you got, Yapple-san?
Ooh.
That's it. That's
Very
it. That's
good.
some 290s. That's some
Oh,
290s.
here comes
Nardi
Nardi.
can hit up with give me a 291.
Oh, there it is.
Woo! That's a spicy zip right there.
All right, so TM's now heading into Star World 4. So in 11 exit, we saw him go for the secret exit to open up the path to Bowser's Castle. But here, we are looking for the other exit.
Yeah, he doesn't need that key. We're not going to Bowser. Bowser's the last thing on our minds right now. Oh, TM, what you doing? What you doing, bud? He should be flying right now, but he seems to have maybe clipped a platform or something. Nice cape mechanics right there. I'm dumb. He still grabs that key so he can open up the warped Bowser. He doesn't go into the Star Road. He doesn't click on that star. He keeps moving.
See, I don't know what's worse, the fact that I was giving wrong information or the fact that you went along with me and let me give wrong information, Carrick.
Yo, I'll let you just lead me into battle, you know? Tell me he doesn't need a key. I just back you up, all right? I've never ran this game before.
Dude, this game's too hard to run. That's why we're here talking about it. Like, these guys are the experts. They know what they're doing.
All right, nice getting out of Star World 5 there by TM.
Yeah, you'll notice he grabbed
Almost
that
got-
yellow Yoshi. That Yoshi is going to be key to breaking a bunch of incoming levels.
Dude, when you see someone have a Yoshi, you know it's about to get wild. So let's see if TM pulls off some wings here. He's going to use this shell he grabbed to duplicate this turn block up into the bottom half of a Yoshi coin. Once he does that, he can grab the top half of the Yoshi coin once the block stops spinning, turning it into a visible block containing Yoshi wings. By hitting that block, he's going to fly up and out of the level just a hair faster than he would if he did it naturally. It is a textbook example of the level, so GG's to TM on that.
Yeah, so I noticed Akisto and Nardi both have a little bit of issue feeding their Yoshi.
They're fussy eaters. Sometimes you gotta coax them into it.
Oh no!
All right, TM was going for another set of wings. He unfortunately didn't do it. He is just going into the Wild Yonder with his Yoshi. Grabbed himself a shell so he can fly to the end. And, ooh, South America is going to take the lead at that level. Wow. Narty is having a heck of a run then. Oh, no, sorry. He was getting out of the previous level. I thought he had already gotten the wings for that level.
No, but he got the wings instantly there.
Real easy. Okay, so he just caught up real good. Real good. We see Yapasan going for his wings right now. If he just does a little scroll, he can move that P-switch within the pipe. He can't guarantee it'll go to the right, which is where he wants. Sometimes it's trying to go to the left. There you go. Kisto catching up with Yapasan on that one.
One of the worst feelings on those wings, too, is when the switch starts going the other way.
It's the
starts
worst.
looking like it's just going to fall out on the other end.
All right, let's see what strats TM's going to go for here.
Oh,
just
looks
gonna
like he's
fly.
just going... I think he's going for Awesome Flower.
Yeah. He's just gonna make his way to the end with the
Cruising
shell.
through.
Let's see Nardi. Nardi's catching up quick. He's got himself a flower. Is Nardi pulling off any tricks here?
Going for it.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, it
He's
looks
going
good.
for a Reznor kill. Nardi going for a glitch. Spit the fish in the water. He just made everything on the screen disappear, and it ends the level. He's out of there. He's out of there. Nardi getting the wings to get real close to TM, and then pulling off that Reznor kill he just did. That's he really ate into the lead that North America currently has on his region.
Not just that, but Nardi's also set up for the other boss kills now.
Yeah,
TM is not.
Watch Nardi's screen right now. He's gonna be coming up to these Koopas. He's gonna do a little double tongue glitch here. No,
Not
he's
quite.
going. He has to go. Yeah, he messed up the glitch. So he's just gonna beat the level normally. A little bit of a time loss for stopping to go for the trick, but not that much. He definitely pulled his weight for his team by closing in that gap for TM.
Yeah, and the idea behind these glitches that they're doing with Yoshi ultimately is,
Yapasan.
oh, is it happening? There it is.
Oh, we got a boss kill. Look at that glitch sprite right there. That is actually a Koopa
he
Kid.
got
You
Oh, it
threw
almost looked
12
like he wasn't going to get his Yoshi back.
Yeah, he waited to jump on there till the very end.
Yeah, the idea with these boss kill strategies is that you're unintentional, or you're making the game spawn a boss that's not supposed to be in the level, and then you're killing it to end the level quickly.
Right? It's like, why beat the level normally when I can glitch a boss into the level and kill the boss to end the level? It's super cool. And I'm glad we were able to show that off. USA, North America, let's be honest. All the teammates are American, though. North America's still in the lead with TM having a heck of a run so far, doing really good. Keeping the lead strong for his team. Narty's just had a heck of a run, really eating into the time lead that North America has. Good job on him. Yapasan, of course, getting those glitches, and Akista staying right behind them.
Yeah, really, it's still anyone's relay.
Oh, absolutely. We have a lot of Mario left. I would say we have about, what, hour 45?
Hour
left?
45 left, easily.
Easily. Maybe. We'll see. Don't hold me
We'll
to that.
see. You know what?
Don't hold me to that.
They are speed runs, so maybe it'll be faster.
I'm gonna say an hour 20. I'm gonna say an hour 20. You know what? I'm changing my mind. I'm getting buyer's remorse. Either way.
Either way, TM and Nardi are making their way through the last level of Special.
Man, they've been doing great.
Yeah, they've honestly had really good runs coming through here.
And just to let y'all know once again, this category is Beat Special. Coming up on the end of Special means as soon as they're done, their next teammate's going. And the next category we have for y'all is No Cape, No Star World. But just to remind all the players today that you are super players. With 2 exclamation marks. They mean it so much, they put 2 punctuations on it.
Yep, so now TM is a super player. Nardi has become a super player.
It's a high
rank.
rank.
I think because both of them have done it, that just means their whole team is super players.
Whole team super players. That
But
comes
now
with
we
good
have
benefits.
Now we have Lost Core taken off for No Cape, No Star World for Team North America. Team South America is finished. Team Japan is now full of super players. And Calco is taking off for No Cape, No Star World. Honestly, this is quite kind of a matchup I'm excited to see up on the top there.
Really good matchup. Really good matchup. So, shoutouts to TM. Shoutouts to Narty 1800. Shoutouts to Yapo-san. Kisto's still finishing up his run. We've got some new players switching out for our teams. Coming in, North America is Lost Core. Very popular American player who has commonly held the world record in pretty much every category. Let's be honest here.
He's very good at this game.
Yeah, and there's very few runners that can make Lost Core sweat when it comes to some No Cape, No Star World. And one of those runners is sitting right next to him, named Calco from Chile. He is known as just one of the best No Cape players in existence of Super Mario World. He is going to absolutely do his part for his team. GG's to Akisto. Moving on for the next player coming in for No Cape, No Star World.
Louis for Team Europe.
Dude, do you see what this matchup is?
Like, this is actually an insane matchup. I feel like we're looking at like
Maiba.
No Cape, No Star World finals again or something.
Maiba from Japan. Yeah, this is just like the finals from the tournament. We have arguably the 4 best players in Super Mario World all going at once.
Yeah, and just a reminder, this is No Cape, No Star World now, so remember that cape? Remember the easy flying over everything we were doing before? Yeah, that's not an option anymore.
No. You stick to the ground. And there's going to be lots of points that me and Mike bring up that you're going to see exactly why it's as hard as it looks.
And there goes Calco with a shell jump in YI4.
So place your bets now. I want to see in chat, who do you think is going to end this leg of the race first? We have over 30 minutes of this category that we're going to see here from arguably 4 of the top runners in the world. Who's coming out on top? Now, Lost Core obviously has a little bit of advantage here. He started before the rest because TM kept his lead through Beat Special. And Lost Core is very well known for not really making mistakes. All these runners are well known for not making mistakes. So, I mean, this is such a toss-up.
I think this might be the category where we might see a shift where South America takes the lead for a while.
Yeah, Calco is phenomenal at this category. And really
Calco's
with these
good,
4
and
players, any mistake you make is just like a benefit for 3 people, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good job for Lost Core getting out of there at that 241. First out of Iggy. Calco right behind him. We're going to see Maiba going into the fight soon with Louis going into the castle shortly.
This is also going to be the first category we see a Yoshi clip, huh?
Yeah, I believe it will be.
Now, from here on out, we're making our way. We're staying away from Star World now. So I hope you guys like Star World. You got your fill of it, because I don't think we're heading back.
Yep. But you notice what Lost Core did, man? He just shot that guy with the cape in the face. After everything he's done for us the past 2 categories, he just gets rid of them and continues on the level no capes. Now you guys get to see what's down here. And the answer is tons of enemies. There's so much to avoid.
And it's not just like Goombas and Koopas either. It's like stuff actively coming at you or throwing things at you or stuff that's complicated. Hence the reason we like to fly over it in most categories.
Yeah. It's kind of nice to not do this level on the ground. Another thing you'll notice is on the previous levels, they've been going into the dry room to grab that shell up there to go faster in the water. They don't have a cape to get up to that Koopa, so they're just going to be swimming through looking for these blocks coming up here. And they're going to be using those blocks to go faster.
Yeah. And this is the part where we're not going into Star World. Instead of going for that key there, we're going to go under that platform. It's a little bit safer.
Yeah, it's kind
and
of
a
nice.
bit faster than going up and through all the fish.
You got a little bit of wiggle room to go under levels underwater. Well, in general, but it's easier to do underwater. All right, now we're at a new level you guys haven't seen yet. This is the Donut Ghost House. This one's easy peasy. Lost Core missed a door. We got a door. Put that on the board.
Final boss.
Yep, -1 for North America. All right, Lost Core is going into arguably one of the hardest levels for no cape categories. Let's watch Donut Plains 3. He's going to be doing some insane platforming here, so keep your eyes on his screen and cross your fingers. Nice scroll there. That's going to time that platform he just jumped off of to get that one tile jump off of a box there. Continuing on, he's looking good. He got past the real sketchy part, but that does not mean it's over. There we go.
Absolutely beautiful. And then right behind him, Calico doing the same thing.
DP3 is terrifying.
Oh, man. You know, I feel nervous watching him do it, you know?
I'm like rubbing my hands together. I'm acting real weird. I'm just watching this. But man, there's so many opportunities for death in Donut Plains 3. It's some of the most hardcore platforming you'll see.
Yeah, when we get to the next category with Cape and we go through here, you'll see just how big of a difference it really is. In a Cape category, you can just fly over this whole thing.
Look at that beautiful Yoshi grab there. Calco doing. Lost Core did it earlier. Throwing the blue shell after grabbing the Yoshi and then eating the blue shell with the Yoshi to fly through. Just so good.
Yeah, so for those who aren't too familiar with the Yoshi mechanics, any Yoshi that grabs a blue shell gets wings to fly around on, which can be very helpful, especially in no cape categories. Because it is no cape, not no flight.
Yep, you can still use a Yoshi in a shell.
But it does have fairly limited usefulness, this being one of them.
Oh, Maiba having a little oopsie there with his Yoshi. He's going to be taking it a little slow going towards the end. Having a heck of a run, though. Got two of our runners in Morton's Castle doing the really boring room with no cape. With cape, this room's awesome, and you guys will get to see that during the All Castles category coming up. And also, is All Switches have a cape drone in this?
I believe so. I don't know why they wouldn't.
Lots of orbs in that category.
That's true. Well, I guess we'll both find out shortly.
All right, and another little time save for Calco. Lost Core was small there. Calco had fire flower, so he was able to do 2 fireballs in 1 jump. We do still have Lost Core with a small lead now coming out of Morton's Castle. Once again, all 4 of these runners, absolute monsters. Louis has a little bit of lag from behind that he needs to catch up for, but he's been doing a great job of it. All right, now watch Lost Court and how he's going to get up to this key here. Using that shell. He's going to grab himself a little backup flower as Calco takes a small lead. Lost Chord needed that fire flower. And that gave Calco the advantage. He turned his potential time save into a realized time save.
So this Yoshi important here. As you can see, Calco just ditches it, get up top by Yoshi.
Yeah, that was great there. I think Lost Core having a little bit of issue there on the end. Dumping his mushroom as he went through the pipe. All right, Calco now ahead, leaving into the top of Vanilla Dome. And the first of what will probably be a lot of position switching there. So we still have a lot of Mario left in this relay. We have all switches and all castles coming up after this category.
Not just that, we still got a lot of this category left.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We haven't even gotten to the best part yet. But it's coming soon.
You talking about the bridge? You talking about a bridge?
I'm talking about the bridge.
Okay. I don't want to spoil it yet. I don't want to spoil it for him yet. You know, not everyone has seen a level that's as good as that. You know, you gotta shock them with it.
You know what? Fair point. Fair point.
Ooh, Lost Core eating that dolphin there. Illegal in most countries, but totally fine in Dinosaur Land.
But only on the JP card.
Yeah, they did remove that from from the
US version doesn't have it.
Yeah. There's a lot of little minor differences in the US version. The only one that's like the most interesting to talk about is the eating dolphins. That's they'll throw a cape in every now and then, but it's like really it's just the dolphin one that people bring up.
Hey, what was that thing on Louis' screen that came out of that note block?
Oh, you talking about that dirty, filthy cape?
Oh, disgusting. Shouldn't have even let that thing out.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, those aren't allowed for at least like
Could you
20
imagine
minutes.
grabbing a cape? Oh.
That would mean you'd have to jump into a pit.
Yep, you take a death and restart the level if you grab yourself a cape. Oh, Calco, get that off the screen, please. Is that a feather?
Ugh. Horrible.
Capes are gross.
Yeah, so you notice we're not saying a whole lot about this Vanilla Fortress here, and that is because, as you can see, you know, there's just stuff swimming at you, but you're going the slowest you can, with no way to actually speed up.
Yeah, they hit that hot reservoir fight, though. They got rid of it quick. Getting rid of
Yeah,
Louis
those were
Louis.
good fights on both sides.
I know the action's pretty intense in this part of the run, but would you mind if I dropped in a few PSAs while we got a moment?
Man. Go for
Okay.
it.
Yeah, great. So Hotfix is funded in part thanks to your bits and subscriptions, so please consider subscribing to support future broadcasts. And don't forget that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link your Twitch account to subscribe for free. It really supports and helps out the GDQ Hotfix content. If you are watching this later on YouTube, hi again YouTube. We're having a lot of fun here live, but if you want to, you can also consider following our Twitch account at twitch.tv/gamesdonequick. A few just quick pings as well. We've got West Coast Weekend coming up next weekend from December 4th to December 6th. The schedule's out and you can find it at gamesdonequick.com in order to find out all sorts of information about that marathon that'll be going on. AGDQ 2021 will, as you are probably already aware, be online, and there's information available on gamesdonequick.com about that as well. It will take place on January 3rd to January 10th, 2021. The schedule's out and prize submissions are still open until December 26th. And our next show coming up is going to be on Monday. The Community Spotlight show is going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a number of really great showcase speedruns with excellent music, including Deltarune, Celeste, Crypta the Necrodancer, Ori and the Blind Forest, and more. So that's what's going on Games Done Quick. If you want to find out more about that show and all the shows that we have going on Games Done Quick, you can check out gamesdonequick.com and click Hotfix to find out more information.
All right, coming back to the race here, we've got our runners going through Butterbridge. They'll be exiting here shortly. Not too much to talk about here. They'll be getting more to the action in the next level. And then once they're out of that, like, this run really turns up. Really turns up. You do got to ride the bus and Roy, but it turns up.
Yeah, basically once you hit Ludwig, you're basically hitting the gas, and you just got to go.
All right, Calco still holding his slight lead. Very slight lead. Going into Butterbridge.
I don't even think it's grown by a single frame.
Dude, I mean, Lost Core's keeping him hot because he's just staying right on his heels, dude. Staying right behind him. Grabbing that shell, both of them are going to be flying through this level.
Someone in chat asked why the runners are using the Japanese version of the game.
That is a great question. You can see all these runners using the Japanese version of the game, unless there's an off chance that one of them's using a classic. And that is because... And so normally in games when they're using a different language version, it's because the language itself is used to convey information shorter, like it'll use less words or something that pop up on the screen letter by letter. In this, it's actually the text box that you see pop up for save dialogues and for switch palaces specifically, which we'll see in the next category. But for this, the save boxes that pop up faster and close faster by just a hair. And with enough save boxes, it kind of adds up in a run. So we use the Japanese version because the save dialogue box opens and closes faster.
It's one of those things where if you play the US version a lot, you wouldn't actually really notice.
Fractions
until you'll notice it when you switch back and forth between them, but you wouldn't know unless someone told you, kind of a thing. But it's definitely enough to influence a speedrun. It's enough to influence the race even.
Oh yeah, if you were talking about like one region just using US card, like if they were keeping it as close as Calco and Lost Core, and Calco was using a US version, like Lost Core could catch up by the end of the race.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
On that difference right there.
I'm actually... Let's see, who's running all castles? Because I wouldn't put it past someone to actually use the US version in all castles.
You're the only one who does it for the backup cape, for the safety cape.
Oh, I love that cape. That's the best cape. That cape has saved me so much.
So many times. All right, we've got our runners here in Forest of Illusion. Things get pretty tricky here. So now they're going to be doing their platforming, but with Yoshi. And you know, once again, if you see a Yoshi, that means something cool is going to be coming up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, both
man.
of them having to do the same backup. Holy cow.
That's... Conspiracy.
I mean,
they're the same
fitting.
player.
Yoshi won't allow that. Yoshi's the only one who decides who's first and last plays, and that comes through Yoshi clips, which we're just about to watch. So watch Calco right now. He's going to be swimming up to the top here and setting a sub-pixel, usually by a dismount near the ceiling, and then he's going to go up top and try to clip into the wall by remounting Yoshi into a corner. Lost Core getting it first. He's going to take the lead.
Calco got kicked out.
Oh, he's doing it late, man.
Oh.
The worst part about these is even if he does everything right, there's only a 75% chance of him clipping into that wall.
Now
He
he's
is
in.
in. Lost Core has taken a healthy lead now. Getting that first try clip. You love to see it. Or you hate to see it. Depends on who you're rooting for. You love to see it.
All right, and Maiba's in. First try.
Nice. That's going to put him real close with the other two now. And Louis has just been having a killer run. You realize how far back he started and like how close
He's already in the
getting
same
now?
level.
Like, do y'all understand what's going on here? Louis is absolutely murdering his run, but because he started last, like no one's noticing.
Yeah. Honestly, we've been kind of sleeping on his game feed a little bit, I think.
Whew. He's been having a
Let's
hot
see how
run.
his clips go. And he's in first try.
You love to see it. Calco
Ooh,
getting that
Calco.
wall clip off the pipe. Beautiful. That's gonna give him a little bit of time there. Lost Core getting out of the level. He's heading towards Roy's Castle. Calco coming up on the end. He's several seconds behind Lost Core. Maiba's in the same level as him. Maiba has caught all the way up to be in the same level as Calco.
Yeah, at the very beginning of this leg of the race, we were almost seeing two different races, but now it's sort of converging back together. And truly, that's what we want to see in a relay race.
Oh,
We
yeah.
slowly follow the block snake, is see everyone make it to Roy's Castle in one piece at the same time.
Now, while they sit here and ride the bus in Roy's Castle, it's a great time to remind y'all that this is no Cape, no Star World. So they've avoided all entries into Star World to make it to Bowser's Castle quicker. And they are also not using Cape at all. Lost Core losing his Fire Flower going through. He's going to have to defeat Roy by jumping on him 3 times naturally, much like the Morton fight he found himself in earlier.
Oh, Calco missed
Calco.
his flower. And I think he was going for the wall clip to try and save it. I mean, you lose the flower there. I don't really think there's a good way to get it back.
Lost Core's taken a healthy lead. Maiba has taken second place. We now have Japan in second place. He got his flower. He got his iframes. He jumped at the perfect time. He's moving on. We have Louis in third place with his flower riding the bus. Calco, unfortunately, now in last as Small Mario.
This has got to be one of
That
the
is,
worst
dude.
levels to lose it.
I was
in,
just
too.
thinking that's so unfortunate. Now he's Small Mario, so he can't run on the spikes and do a damage boost like you see Louis doing right now, or damage cancel. He's
He has to ride the snake, which goes
he just
over
ran-
and then back a little bit. And
Man, that is such a bad time loss.
it's almost as bad as the bridge that we have to get excited about.
We'll get to that, all right? We'll get to that. Lost Core doing some awesome platforming, going around those enemies. Now he's just going to shoot out of that pipe and get out of that level. Maiba's heading into it right now. Maiba's coming in hot, dude.
This is a level you can't really, like, it looks a lot more simple than it is. These dinos will really wreck your day.
We told y'all at the beginning of this category that No Cape makes this intense, and the fallbacks are unforgiving. And I'm telling you, this category has delivered. Look at Lost Core just threading the needle between all these ghosts here, avoiding that fishing boo, making it into that spooky door right before the
That
floor
was
dropped
super
out
tight.
below him. Look at him do this scroll here. He's gonna go up against the wall and just spin off that boo laser to get to the door. That is
Beautiful.
finesse. Finesse. All right, now watch Maiba. He's going to be coming in second. He'll reach the door here shortly. He's got a Fire Flower, though, so that opens up a couple of options for him in room 2. I'm excited to see what he decides to do. Can he get into the door before the floor drops out, making it in? Let's see if he takes a damage boost here. He goes for a duck so that he can scroll too and go against that wall. You'll see lots of runners either take a damage boost going through that first blue laser or doing a little duck action like we saw from Maiba. Oh, lost slipping right under those chucks. See, one of the scariest intended strats in this category.
Louis gets a spooky door.
He does a duck too with the scroll.
Everyone wants to keep their flowers.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. I mean, that's basically a hit point. I don't know that there's too much use for the flower at this point past that, but...
Yeah, it'll be good to get through some obstacles.
Yeah, Calco just used it to go right through that blue laser.
All right, Lost Core is our first runner in room 3, still in the lead. Maiba right behind him. We have Louis and Calco in the same level. Calco just barely trailing behind them. He's going to need a lot of mistakes to catch back up, but you know, this is a relay. We have 2 more categories after this, and his team can easily clean up during those 2 categories.
Not just that, but that also still leaves 2 more categories worth of mistakes from the other teams. Not that we hope for mistakes or anything, but...
No, I would never.
As I say that, Football Chuck just turns around and nails Louis.
You know, good reason to have a flower from the ghost house is like you can just go face first into those chucks and not even worry about the football RNG. Lost Core doing a nice little damage boost through a Podoboo there. Getting that crusher skip. Let's see how he handles these saws. Oh, he's taking the over strat. All right, all right. I thought maybe he was just gonna like go ham and go under the saw.
Well, he has to have a little bit of race safety.
Little bit.
He has to have it somewhere, you know? Otherwise, how do we know he's actually racing?
Yeah, all these runners have really just been going ham on all their strats so far. We see Maiba doing his little damage boost there, getting that crusher skip as well. He really has time to... Going under the saw, that's what I like seeing, Maiba.
That scares me every time.
See Lost Core going for that clip. I saw that. Dude, this room 2 in Wendy's Castle is, oh, so intense. Looks like Maiba didn't keep his speed, though. He's going to have to be taking it slow. Louis going for his crusher skip, getting in there. All of them stopped so close to that second crusher. Like, why? What are you doing? Just chill.
I mean, I actually think they're probably using the iframes and just like pushing up against it.
Yeah. I don't trust it.
I mean, I agree. I don't trust it either. Yeah, see, that's exactly what Calco did. He just ran straight into the crusher with the iframes.
It's just time to where like you gotta let go of that D-pad right after you touch it. All right, Maiba's second out of Windy. He'll be going towards the sunken ghost ship where we currently find Lost Core doing some swimming.
I wonder what's at the end of this ship here.
I forget.
It's been a long time, dude. Almost 30 years.
30 years the ship has been under the water.
Still don't know what's under there. Why don't we all find out together?
We saw undersaw from 3 out of the 4 runners in Wendy's Castle. It was pretty wild. Kind of glad everyone got out of there with their lives.
What else is wild is Lost Core threading the needle through those blue rings.
It's just sketchy, man. Why are you doing that in a race? What are you doing to me? You're stressing me out for no reason. All right, y'all, we're getting near the end of Sunken Ghost Ship. We're going to be saying this for all the runners, so I want y'all to say it super loud, super proud. You know what's coming up.
Everyone just scream it. Wake
Just
up your
scream it.
neighbors.
Wake everyone up. Orb! GG's to the North American team and Lost Corps specifically being the first to grab the orb.
Ooh, looking over at Maiba's screen, he despawned one of the boo rings. And
Very
then
nice.
He used his power up to get through the second ring faster.
It's good use there. All right, we got Lost Corps in the Valley of Bowser, doing one of my favorite levels. Skipping all these moles here. Yo, y'all keep those orbs coming. Don't stop for a second because we got Maiba coming in right now. Keep those orbs coming. Orb.
Oh yeah, and that's not all. We've also got Louie falling right now. Calco's right behind him.
That's right. We're keeping it going. We're doing a non-stop orb until all four of these runners are done. Orb for Louie. Third place currently. This shows us a good lineup of like how far they're behind each other. Lost Corps going into Valley of Bowser right now, while Calco, our fourth and final. Orb. GG's to all of our teams coming out today.
Yeah, that's a lot of orbs, especially in such a small period of time.
They are keeping this so close. We're on the 3rd out of 5 categories. And they're this close. Lost Corps, what you got for us, bud?
Oh,
Look at him clipping into the level right there. He's going to continue moving on. A very slight chance of that succeeding. He was more than likely taking a death going for that. He's so far in the lead that taking that was just gutsy. Super gutsy. He gets it. That's about a 12 to 13 second time save right there. So he is making it known that he is the dominant runner in this leg.
yeah, that was a pretty big flex. Not gonna lie.
That's dude,
I
that's
respect
big
it.
flex right there.
I respect it though. That's a pretty gutsy move.
He just told all 3 other players, yo, you need to do this. You don't have an option anymore. So what do you got for us, Maiba?
Maiba's in.
Maiba's in. He got the clip.
It's like, all right, Lost Corps, I'm down. Let's do it. Let's see what Louie's got.
Ooh, Louis had to slide out of it. He got out of there with his life, though.
That's what's important. There's a very tiny window where you can sort of attempt and still save yourself.
Calco, you want to get ahead of Louis?
Oh, there it is.
Do it. Go for it. Calco, now. Nah, I don't know. Are they going to get to each other on the same cycle?
I think they're on the same cycle. No, Calco's like...
Yeah, there's
very
this cycle. Louis is going to keep very tiny. We're talking tiny lead.
Oh, it looks like Calco almost didn't make it to that opening in the sandbar.
All right, and we got Lost Corps in the dark room after just flexing on everyone for this entire category. Yoshi clips didn't get in his way. Sandbar clips didn't get in his way. I mean, he had losing his fire flower in Morton, and that was about it. So that's a crazy run he's been having. He is now in the Bowser fight.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we got everyone else in the fortress, and this is also one of the hardest levels in the game. I mean, as you can see, Louis going through it, having to precisely time these jumps, getting under that crusher. There's a whole lot that goes into doing this level fast, and it's very scary.
Super scary level. I do not like this level at all.
Calco and Louis both... Oh, Calco took a hit, but they're both out of there nice and safe.
Look at how these tables have turned. We have North America taking a stronger lead after being behind for about half of this race. Japan has just been killing it coming up. Maiba's done a great job. Now we have South America and Europe pretty much tied up.
Yeah, I mean, Louis really brought it back for Team Europe.
Oh, absolutely. Like, what a killer run he's been having. He missed Sandbar, and, like, that's about it. And that's not even something that you can really, like, look to as a mistake whenever it's, Sandbar.
It's Sandbar. It's so tight.
Sandbar!
If that's what you're looking at for the reference point of a bad run, then
Yeah, then you're doing great.
yeah. So we're gonna see another standard Bowser fight. This will be similar to the one we saw in 11 exit, except they don't have a cape.
Now we see Lost Core going in for his 6th hit here shortly. As soon as we see Peach, the next runner for the North American team is gonna start all switches. So here we go. GG's to Lost Core. And now we are kicking off all switches.
Yep. We have all switches for the North American team. Arcalark.
Yep, we got old Ricky coming in. He's going to be doing North American all switches, currently in the lead. He filled in last minute, so big thanks to him for coming through on this. He's an absolute monster at the game. Started coming in last year around the All Castles tournament, I believe, and very quickly rose the ranks.
Oh yeah, he's a very good player, and he's gotten very good very quickly.
All right, we got Maiba coming in for his 6th and final hit. GG's to Maiba. Having a heck of a run there. And his next teammate, Yao, is going to be coming in for all switches. As we see Louie and Calco coming in, they're going to be taking their 6th and final hits pretty close to each other here. So GG's to Louie, GG's to Calco. For the European team, we've got Xander coming in for all switches, recently PBing, so he is well practiced for this. And for South America, we have Thug. And if you know anything about Super Mario World, that's a name you should be worried when you hear you're racing against.
Thug is a monster. But
yeah,
look over at Arcalark's screen real quick. He's gonna fireball this guy. Oh, he did. That's. You know what? Disregard me. I definitely ruined that for everyone. So, all switches, I believe, is the only category we're going to see that allows for major glitches, such as, and what we're going to be seeing lots of, the orb glitch. And so what he was going for there was setting up for the Yoshi's Island 1 orb grab, so that he could end another level prematurely.
Yeah, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of orbs today. Potentially, depends on the route these runners want to take. So get used to seeing it. You get it with a Fire Mario and a Yoshi hitting a certain chuck.
Yump.
Look at, Arcalark getting that yump there. Whenever you land on a switch, there's one frame that you have available where you can tap jump as you hit the switch down. And all it does is just make Mario jump up into the text box. So no time save, but it's something we look for, and that is our first of 4 switches. The goal of this category is to hit all 4 switches. We're not going to Bowser. Once you hit your 4th switch, the run is over. We did see an orb get from Yao here on the bottom right. You'll notice a glitched sprite of a Koopa that looks cut in half. Europe getting it. We see Xander getting his orb. We see Thug getting his orb. Arcalark's gone back into the level to get an orb.
And did he just
crash
crash?
The game? He crashed the game. He has to restart the game. He doesn't have a save.
And Yao just got a yump.
Oh,
okay, well.
Yao just took the lead with a yump. This is why this category is torturous. We told y'all this was going to happen, didn't we? We told y'all this was going to happen.
No yump from Xander.
Gross.
And we got a yump from Thug.
Xander, you're the only one. Ricky over here crashed the game and had to restart. Even he yumped. What's going on here? We need to pull him to the side and have a talking with him after this.
Much disappointment. Oh. Xander almost went off the edge, missing the infamous box jump. the true test of nerves, as it were.
Yeah,
That's one of
doing
those
this level
levels.
with the Yoshi. Ooh.
Yeah, YI3 is one of those things where it doesn't matter how good you are. Everyone will have an off day where they just miss that first jump and go into the
Absolutely.
pit.
If you're a newer
Lucky-
runner,
oh.
Xander.
That's usually not where it happens.
That's a little too spicy for me, man.
This is a very dramatic all switches race.
Dude, I'm telling you, this has turned into a drama. We see North America fall from graces. He's back in Yoshi's Island 1 right now. We see Xander taking a death in YI3. This category is going to change everything. All right, you see Yao there grabbing the orb. You go into Iggy's castle, grab the fence, and you can drop the orb down. That's still glitched in their item box. You can see it in Thug's. So if you missed it on Yao's screen, watch Thug right now. He's going to go into Iggy's
orb.
castle.
I forgot to say it. Sorry. Orb.
I was about to say, now you going to say it again? But yeah, you did. You immediately did.
I mean, I got to. I see an orb, I say orb. Even if it's a
Yeah.
glitched orb, it's still an
Simple
orb,
man,
right?
I see an orb, I say orb. So they want to go back for another orb. There's a max of 4 that this category is routed for, where you just kind of go back and grab orbs where you can, and it's faster to do that. So you're gonna see this level a little bit. Yeah, not getting his orb. He's gonna start select out. Does he go back in though? He does. He wants that orb. Can Thug catch
Orb.
up? Can Thug
Standard.
take the lead?
So here's my question, as someone who doesn't play all switches very much, or any orbed category, really, are all of the orbs going to be from this level for this category?
I believe so. If not, it's like 3 out of 4. Because you only do it for like the first half of the routed levels, and then you just kind of take cape. Because to get the orb, you need Fire Flower.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's faster to just take the cape and just not keep orbing and going back. So you see they've grabbed themselves their secondary orb, looking at Yao and Thug specifically as our leaders. They are tied up. I mean, they're synced up. We've been over an hour. They are the 4th runners for their teams, and they are synced up. You guys realize how crazy that is? And yes, so 4 orbs is typically what they go for because that's just fastest. A lot of times it's easier to just beat a level. However, this level is super long. So you're going to see our runners drop an orb, and Yao, better grab that orb.
That was
now-
close. Orb.
Thug
Orb.
is in the lead. Orb.
There were 3 of them right there. Later, Yosh.
You got triple orb. I better see 3 orbs from everybody. That's your homework for tonight.
What just did Yao die? The auto scroller killed him.
Yeah, dude, that's why I was worried about him waiting for so long. I thought he was in the clear. You have to grab that orb when you can, otherwise that auto scroller is just gonna like push into you. Like the enemy's gonna get you. You're gonna be screwed. You're gonna take a death. Then you don't have your Yoshi. You don't have your orbs, and then you're putting South America, headed by Thug currently, back in first place. We saw Calco have first place during the last category. No
Orb.
Cape, no Star World. Losing that lead in Roy's Castle, taking a death. Thug has secured their place back in first place. I'm so glad
Ricky
you're
just
keeping
dropped
track
an
of
orb
the
after
orb.
giving
Ricky,
it.
you just dropped your orb. I saw that. Did you start select? Is that what just happened, bud? We're going to have to pull him aside and talk to him after this. Just like Xander. Eventually we're going to end up with all these runners in a conference room. We need to have a talk with them. You can't be dropping your orb before you leave the level.
At least we know he's consistent in getting the orb, though.
Yeah, that's true.
If there's anything we've... Oh, no. There goes
He
the power-up to
crashed
the football, Chuck.
He's not going to let it crash again. Yeah, you need to figure out what to do, bud.
Yeah, Yao's
Not-
not in good shape in this level.
He can't release the vine to get up there to exit the level because he's not big, so he can't break through the blocks to get the shell.
All right, so Thug has just crushed the green switch, no yump. But the cool thing about the green switch is that every green block that it reveals will have a cape inside. So in any category, really, that's a real benefit. It makes a lot of levels much easier, much safer, and much better backups. So that's another cool thing about this category is just, once you reach a certain point, it's pretty smooth sailing. Clearly not
Yeah.
the orb portion, because we've seen all sorts of disaster, but speaking of which, here comes Ricky with another orb.
I'm so glad you're keeping track of that. I was looking at Thug grabbing his third orb. He went back to Yoshi's Island 1. He did get the orb, so he's going to be moving on to the ghost house. Got a yump from Xander.
All right, he's caught up on that counter at least.
All right. That's true. He missed the yellow one. I was pretty upset at first. I'm gonna be honest. I was a little upset, but he got the green yump, and I feel a little better about the whole situation.
It's kind of easy to be upset about the first one too, because everyone else did it.
Everyone else did it. If your friends jumped off a bridge, you know what? You jump off that bridge. All right, now you see him grabbing some capes here. Xander's going back for another orb. As Thug goes into DP3. Spooky level. This time he's got a Yoshi with him.
Yeah, so remember what I was saying about the blue shell and the Yoshi before? And effectively, he's moving through this level like he has a cape.
All right, Yao hitting the green switch. Took him a minute to get there. He was not looking too hot there. And Donut Plains 2 getting caught out there small. It's actually going to put Ricky right behind him. Thug has really opened up the first place gap that South America took.
I don't know if you saw that, but it looked like Thug just kind of skated across the gap. That made me real scared.
Yeah, he did. He holds jump and run. He just goes across it. It's super sketchy. So many strats that you'll see Thug doing if you watch his screen are super sketchy. But there's a reason he's one of the best, man.
He's very well practiced. He understands the tolerances of running off of ledges like that.
Yeah, Thug got the world record in this category less than 24 hours ago. So he's pretty hot on this category, you know.
And he's got an orb. So you know how we were saying something about how they were going to do Morton's in the last category? I don't think we actually thought of the orb as the solution there. Xander also doing that. And you can tell I don't use Yoshi in this level because
Resetting the shell there. Thug's going back for his fourth and final orb. Hopefully last time you'll see Yoshi's Island 1 on his screen. Yeah, getting super sketchy, man. What are you doing? This ain't Kaizo?
Alright, well he's in the air, he's flying through.
Alright,
All you
Thug got
can
his orb.
ask for.
We now see Xander at Morton Castle. Oh, gave himself enough room for that. He's good.
Man, those the swims
Look
make me
weird on
nervous.
this thing.
The nice orb, Xander.
Yeah, it's really making me nervous over here in Donut Plains 4, just trying to get some flight. He's been struggling hard. Alright,
What
Xander's
is
going.
Thug doing? Okay, I understand.
Thug's just getting himself a cape.
I understand now. I was there was a shuffling of power-ups without losing an orb that happened there.
So
Yes.
he's going to be doing some wings here. We saw a lot of these in Beat Special. A couple of dupes. Create yourself a wings block and get out of there because he needs to go to the Red Switch Palace. That will be his third Switch Palace. And now watch what Thug's going to do. We saw some Yoshi clips in the previous category. We're going to see another one here from Thug. He's going to go up near the ceiling, get rid of this fish, and then dismount and remount near a corner. That's going to pull Yoshi into the wall with Mario, taking him to a secret location with the key. It's secret. Don't tell anybody. All right, let's see the red switch here from Thug. Can we get ourselves another Yump?
Orb.
We got a very interesting orb from Ricky there. Got
Yeah, it was a
switch
little bit
number
later than
3.
usual.
All right, let's
but-
see some wings, Xander. How spicy your wings? Oh, these are gonna be some mild wings. Look at the timer right now. You want to be in the 70s at least, but
These are
You
like
can
some
actually-
Taco Bell mild wings.
oh man, this is chicken breast with ketchup on it. This is how spicy
Oh
the wings were.
man.
353. Thug's going back into the level so that he can take the secret exit. It's actually faster to take the top route above Vanilla Dome, so you're gonna see him going back in to do that. Yeah, give me some wings, bud. Yao's game capture looks like what I imagine a psychic sees whenever they try to look into the past. It's all just crazy and wavy.
Oh hey, Thug just orbed. I
Orb.
think. Orb. It's kind of interesting that that level's the next orb.
It's I mean, yeah, it's not the Butterbridge one he was looking for, but you know, it's... I wonder if we might have a 5 orb run.
All right, Xander's got his red switch, so he's 3 out of 4 of the switches.
All right, Ricky Arcalark's going for some wings here, and realizing it's Arcalark, I made another. Let's see his wings here, because I don't know his
Oh,
wings.
those were very
if
good.
he had got that grab, that would have been one of the best in the grouping. Yeah.
Yeah, those were pretty good. Like, I'd be pretty happy with those wings, especially compared to everyone else right now.
Yeah, everyone else was struggling. Thug had some pretty good ones, but that was decent. Yep, Thug's going back for an orb, huh?
I guess we're doing a 5 orb, all switches.
You know, Thug's just keeping them on their toes. Just keeping them on their toes.
I respect it.
All right, Ricky's trying to get into the corner there with that Yoshi clip. You gotta time the dismount right, and then hope that you connect back with Yoshi at the perfect moment.
Just like that. Took a few tries, but he's in, he's through, and those few tries are still better than doing it normal.
Man, you remember last time Thug was in this level, I said going for his 4th orb, so this will hopefully be the last time you see him in this level. I lied to y'all because he's back in grabbing a 5th orb, which you don't need, for a level he should have used his orb on. Alright. No Yump coming from Arcalark.
That's kind of an
It's like they
interesting pose there, though, with the switch.
It's a real aggressive pose, using that P-switch to kind of shield yourself.
So, like, sort of thinking more about the level Thug dropped his orb in, and sort of just as I'm watching Yao go through it, I'm sort of like, I think that was an accident. I feel like maybe as he was flying up, he accidentally hit select or something and dropped it, and it was just like, oh, I'll just grab it then.
It's weird. It's weird. It's allowed, you see what's happening in the bottom left?
Oh yeah, Xander is right with him now.
Xander is right there. We were sitting here. Oh, nice. Thug doing that backwards pipe. You just kind of moonwalk through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sanders
this is-
just pulled a sneaky and is right there with
Yeah.
him now.
We've seen every team now go from like the top to the bottom to climbing back to the top. This relay could not be going any better. This is close again. We're on our 4th of 5 categories, and it's close. What is going on? This is still anyone's relay because we have all castles coming up after this. And if you thought this in the last 3 categories were insane, you've seen nothing yet. We have not seen a lower Vanilla Dome route yet. We've only been seeing upper Vanilla Dome, and we haven't been seeing some castles in Valley of Bowser. And so, trust me, with just those levels, this is still anyone's relay.
Oh, ooh. Thug got the
We got the
swamp despawn.
Swamp Boss.
Oh, Xander got it too.
Woo! It is not that much, if hardly any of a time save, but if you spin Mario's cape as he comes out of the pipe in that room, there's a chance that it'll just despawn a thwomp. I don't know why, but it's just a thing that is, and if you don't get it, then you have to go around the thwomp by just doing a little turn back for a fraction of a second. So
So
Thug
now-
was able to get that Thwomp Boss there.
He is heading into Butterbridge 1.
Butterbridge
He is leaving
1.
Butterbridge 1.
No!
Orb.
No! I didn't even get to
Orb.
talk about how much I love this. No, I'll miss you, Butterbridge 1.
Later, Butterbridge 1. You will not be missed.
I never get a chance to talk about my love for Butterbridge 1.
And by the way, I think Xander also got that orb there. So, orb, everyone. So how many orbs per person has it been now? I think
We have 4 from Xander, the correct amount. 5 from Thug. Ricky and Yao are working on their 4th.
all right.
Didn't realize till now Yao does not have his orb. So guess who gets to talk about the best level on Earth? My
You know,
friends.
this is the best level in the game, I tell you what.
Have you heard the word about Butterbridge 1? It is one of the best levels to ever come in existence that has ever graced mankind. Butterbridge 1 is exciting from the moment you enter to the moment you leave.
So the real excitement really is that if you fall off, you got to start over.
That's the best part, is if you get to fall off, then you get to restart the level.
Oh, that's right. You get the privilege of playing a
Privilege.
2-minute auto. Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, what are you doing? Stop goofing around in Butterbridge 1. Don't hurt
By the way,
ant.
orb from Team North America. I believe that is the last orb we're going to see up there.
You know, so I'm rooting for Team Japan now. They're showing me Butterbridge 1. I love that, so I love them. Come on, yeah, you got this. He's gonna go ahead and grab himself a backup cape here from one of these blocks, because that's one of the many benefits that Butterbridge 1 provides is free capes lying around. It's complimentary continental breakfast every morning down in the lobby. They got a gym and a spa. It's great. Butterbridge 1 could not be better.
You know, ever since Arclark crashed on the first orb, this whole thing has been extraordinarily terrifying, and I'm just happy to find that we're at the end of the orb party.
Yeah. There's no more worries about crashing. No more worries about getting a 6th orb from Thug somehow.
Thug can find a way.
Probably.
I mean, depending if he chooses to go, or actually, no, I was gonna say if he chooses to go into Chaco, but this is all switches. There's no reason to go into Chaco.
Nope. They're going to be finishing up this category soon. Once again, the rules for all switches. As soon as they get their 4th and final switch palace, it's the blue one coming up. Their category is done, and we'll be heading into the final leg of this relay with all castles. Thug going for some wings here. He dropped the shell, so he has to continue on. Xander skipping the wings entirely. Having a little issue with his Yoshi, though.
Oh, Thug and Xander crossed at basically the same time. They're neck and neck right now.
Yeah, it's going to be real scary. Let's see how they do on their switches. I mean, there's not too much of a... Thug's going to keep his small hold here. But it all
I don't know.
depends. Yoshi
It depends
clips.
on this clip.
We saw what happened last time. This is where Lost Core took a lead over Calco in the previous category. So Thug's going to dismount Yoshi up top and try to remount near a corner, avoiding...
Ooh, they're
There
both in at the same time.
Oh god, Yao just hit a Potaboo in the
Oh,
castle and went straight into the lava.
That's the worst about room 2 there. So he's grabbing himself a cape and going back in.
See, what did I say about those green blocks, though?
They're
You need a
useful.
backup. Once you have that switch, like, you need a backup. You're pretty much set.
Thug and Xander are synced, like straight up synced.
Oh my goodness. Alright, yeah, I got nervous here, and I don't blame him. This is a very
Yeah.
scary room.
All right, Thug just slightly ahead, taking his exit. Xander as well. They're going to be heading out. So GG's to both Thug and Xander, getting their 4 switches.
I believe that means we have Fitz coming up with all castles, and we have Milani coming up for
Yeah,
all castles.
both scary runners.
So I'm
If
going to
I-
say this, like I say every time I see Milani and I'm commentating, he's responsible for me getting knocked out of my first tournament ever of Super Mario World, the 11 exit tournament, like 3 summers ago. So, fun fact, I'm a
the
big fan of his as a result, to be honest.
The guy who knocked me out of that tournament will be doing all castles for North America coming up shortly. So we'll be in the same boat.
You know, I'm a big fan of him too.
You know, not a bad guy. Not
Not a bad guy at all.
If you root for the person who knocks you out of a tournament, you can say, I lost to the guy who won the tournament. So
Exactly.
It makes sense. You have to. All right, but yeah, we got Fitz and Milani coming in. Yao staying a little far behind. He still needs to make his way to the blue switch. Arcalark for North America in the top left will be going to his final switch now. And as soon as he hits that switch, we're going to see Dabs take off for all castles.
I gotta say, given that crash that Arcalark had to deal with, he's put down a pretty good run overall.
Heck of a run. Heck of a run. So GG's to him.
Yeah, big GG's.
All right, y'all can welcome Dabs to the stage. He'll be doing all castles for North America. He's got a lot to catch up, but I mean, Dabs is a scary runner, so he's gonna keep Fitz and Milani on their toes for sure.
It looks like Yao's having a little bit of trouble with the Yoshi clip. Oh no.
He's dropped his Yoshi, which is bad for this glitch because it can kind of just put Yoshi's sub-pixel all over the place, which is what this trick relies on. You know, you work very hard at the beginning of this level to set yourself up to like an acceptable value for Yoshi's sub-pixel. By dropping it on the floor, you don't know what it is. Your chances can rapidly decrease on getting the clip. He's in on a southpaw clip. That's very nice, yeah.
Yeah, meanwhile, we got Milani and Fitz in the Iggy auto scroller. Nice and synced. Both
Very
getting out with a
nice.
good slide kill.
Both of them getting out of there with that 241. They're going to stay synced up coming out of World 1, to be expected, let's be honest.
Yeah, I think that's been the biggest constant through all these runs is World 1. Been roughly the same thing, other than, I guess, the orb category.
Yeah. I was about to say, the also just kind of changed everything. All right, so we got 2 of them leaving the castle. Dab's about to enter the castle. GG's to Yao in his 4th and final switch. That means we're going to be switching to the one and only Daisui for all castles, a premier runner from Japan. All right, while these guys are...
I'm very excited that we're in all castles now. This is like my favorite category.
Yeah, it's the best. It's one of the best categories, like, by far. I love that we're ending on all castles. All right, Dab's getting to that door, and Iggy with a 281. That's what you want to see, because it means you're pretty much going to get a 241 coming out of the level.
I love that the community kind of latched on to all castles not too long ago. I mean, when I was coming up in Super Mario World, No Star World was like the choice mid-length category, and all castles is just so much better. There's so many more challenging levels, more interesting things to do.
Yeah, I believe wasn't this category either made or popularized for an event for GDQ back in 2016 or so?
I think it was something like that. There was some event going on, and all castles wasn't really a competitive category at the time, and I think it was one of the runs at AGDQ, if I'm not mistaken, was basically the reason why this run got popularized, is because it was the featured category at a GDQ.
Yeah, it's got an incredible history that ties itself to GDQ, so it's fitting that we ended on this category. Because within the community, it's become one of the most popular. It's super fun, because most of the time you do that top route in Vanilla Dome, which is lots of flyovers, and it's kind of boring. Except for Butterbridge 1, which is obviously the best. It's awful. But All Castles skips all that and does really fun levels, and so it's just better. It's just better in every way.
Yeah, between all of the categories we've seen today, we've seen quite a few of the stages. There's not a lot of stages that we ended up missing out on, right? Like, we missed
a
few
few
side
Donut
stages.
Secret too.
I mean, most of what we miss out on from all the categories we've done is we basically didn't see Chocolate Island at all. And with that exception, all these categories have managed to capture all the levels without being forced to do 96 exit.
I like the way you phrase it, not being forced to do 96 exit.
against their will, playing 96 exit.
I think that brings up a good point about why I love All Castles too, is because it has a little bit of everything from 96 without being as long and painful as 96 can be to run.
Yeah, it's like 96 extract, you know? It's just all the good bits. You throw away the trash levels.
Perfectly distilled 96 exit.
All right, so you can do it, Dabs. There you go. Dabs is having just a little bit of trouble getting under the level there.
Milani having a little flub there before grabbing his Yoshi as well. Fitz is staying right behind him. Yeah, and like I've said, if they're grabbing a Yoshi, something cool's happening. So we've already seen the Vanilla Dome 1 wings before. We're going to be seeing them again in this category.
Yeah, those wings are so critical too, just because they save like 30-something seconds. They're massive time save over going through that level normally.
It is, man, which is kind of sucks, because Vanilla Dome 1 without wings is a pretty fun level. It's got a lot of stuff in it.
Alright, so Milani's going for Morton Fly. Fits right behind him. It's one of the coolest flight levels. Honestly, all the castles are pretty cool for cape tricks, other than maybe Lemmy.
I love seeing Morton's Castle with the cape. Like, doing a vertical level where you have to maintain your P speed going back and forth with the spin like that. Whoa, Fitz almost taking a death. That was super scary. How did you not clip down there?
Yeah, that was really weird.
Ooh, that was scary. All right, I'm getting my nerves back.
It's all right. We're back. We're back. We're alive. We got our capes and our flowers.
That would have been a very bad. That would definitely have allowed a bigger playing field for Milani to make mistakes. But he's going to stay right with him. Milani's still in the lead. We have South America in the lead. In second place, we have Fitz for Europe. In third place, we have Dabs for North America. And coming up in last currently, we have Daisui for Japan. There is still a lot of Mario left, and this could be anyone's race. I'm telling you, it's all castles. Vanilla Dome could change everything. Yoshi Cliffs could change everything. Let's see some wings from Milani here, though. Once again, you're going to be duplicating that turn block up into the bottom half of that Yoshi coin, grabbing the top half once it stops spinning. And this one they need to make to the right, so they're just going to dupe it again. Milani, you need to scroll that screen, bud. Those wings are gone. Someone took your order of wings.
Oh, no, I see what he's doing.
You try to
He's
dupe
trying
on
to...
top.
Oh,
You're not
and
going
it's
for that
over.
shell. Yeah, the shell got caught in between the key block and the invisible block.
So unfortunately, if you open up that invisible block, you can't dupe wings anymore. And so I guess it's kind of cool because now we're going to see the level.
And Fitz has taken the lead currently in Vanilla Dome 2.
The other thing that's kind of unfortunate with wings, like other than it being like a 30-second save, is that like if you lose them or lose your cape or mess up in any way, like that time's just gone.
Gone.
On top of like having to do the level normal.
Lonnie losing his cape too. He can pick one up in the next level, but it is unfortunate.
Oh.
So Fitz for Europe, currently in the lead. I'll say for the time being, because we have seen the lead change, 4 times now in this relay. There's enough room for a few more, especially with all castles. Ooh, nice little dirty Eerie there, coming from Fitz. That's wild to do during a race where, you're the last leg of a relay, but whatever. We're gonna see some cool stuff from him, I guess.
I mean, I will say, for some reason, the 2 frames of Dirty Eerie still feels a lot more consistent than the 3 frames of Going in a Door.
Dude, it's a fat 2 frames, I'm telling you.
Like, I think just because it's, like, so close to the beginning, you can just sort of, like, feel it out. Those 2 frames. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just talking nonsense and everyone in chat's like, Mike, just stop talking, but...
You talking nonsense? Nah.
I mean, you did listen to me about Star World 4 earlier.
Milani grabbed himself an interesting cape. I should have seen what happened prior in the level that's the one he went for, but... We have a small Fitz in Vanilla Dome 3.
How did that happen? There's just so much happening.
Dude, everyone's got something crazy going on their screen. Dab sticky flying to the ceiling of Vanilla Dome 2. He'll be in the ghost house with Milani shortly. Fitz taking a death in Vanilla Dome, taking a death in Vanilla Dome 3. That's gonna give Milani a chance here because Milani has a cape. He can tear up VD3 if he has a good one. Dabs is coming up behind Milani too. Fitz taking the deaths and Milani having his mistakes. Dabs is looking pretty good right now. You can invest now because we might see Dabs taking a lead here. Ooh, Fitz going for a shell jump up to the top. Trying to bounce off that shell that he threw against a wall to get up into a platform. Not quite getting it though.
So I do know that Fitz is absolutely like the all castles, no cape guy.
Yep. That's just what I was
100%.
about to say. He's not sweating too hard.
However, my question is, he did have that reserve flower,
Mhm.
and there is a cape a little bit further past that he
Mhm.
ignored. So
I was wondering, that's just what I was about to bring up. Like, was that muscle memory or was that him just feeling comfortable? I
I
don't
mean, if it's a
understand.
comfort thing, I get it. Like, do it. But interesting choice.
Yeah, you would think he would have grabbed the cape for sure. So we see Daisui going through Vanilla Dome 1 normally. He missed his wings as well. Definitely not good. Ooh, Dabs missed his flight. Dabs
Oh,
could have
no.
taken second from Fitz or at least gotten close to it. He unfortunately missed his flight. That is a tragic ending to what has currently been like a near perfect run on his part. You can see how he flies above and he just gets to skip everything that Fitz was having to stop for. So we have Milani currently in the lead, has his cape, has his flower, he's fully stocked. Fitz in second place, but he's small. He doesn't have the necessary items to get through Ludwig quickly. However, he's really comfortable with no cape. We have Dabs in third, right behind Fitz. He has a cape. How much benefit is that in the next few levels? I mean, we'll see.
I mean,
you can have a
it gives
cape
him a-
and race a no cape Fitz and like be scared still, you know?
absolutely, because it just takes one mistake, and one, that entirely evens it up. But two, I'm betting Fitz is significantly more comfortable in that situation than anyone else in this race.
Milani, he is small Mario going through the castle. So, I mean, dude, what is this relay? Every
Fitz,
few seconds,
what is
there's just
happening?
Oh, everything's changing. Dabs, your stock's looking real good right now, bud. You've got a full kit. You've got your cape. You've got your flower.
Uh-oh.
You're missing your blocks.
Missing the door. Missing his jumps. You
He's
better
feeling
hurry.
the
That switch will run
adrenaline.
out.
I was about to say that cape only benefits you so much, man. That's can't be playing all goofy.
Okay, watch Fitz's screen. He's going for that skip. Oh, he got it. So that
Jeez.
jump's actually like really tight timing to get for that
So
cycle.
scary. With no cape. Oh.
With no cape, it's so scary.
So now Dabs is unfortunately locked into a timed area where he can't go any faster than these guys. He has to wait for those to go up and down just like the rest of them did. So the cape's not going to benefit him here, not going to benefit him in the boss. Milani needs this mushroom. You need that mushroom.
He didn't get it.
If you have a mushroom,
Milani.
you can grab yourself a cape at the beginning of the next level. He
Hold
doesn't
on,
have
wait.
a
Do we
mushroom.
have a raft skip from Daisui? Did that just happen? Looks like he was just in that Yoshi fly.
What's his time when he crosses? Wow, he did raft skip. I wonder what happened
Awesome.
earlier in the level. That is, I mean, if you're in fourth place in a relay and you got to rely on one of the craziest tricks that SMW has to offer, you got to go for it, right?
All right,
Look
so
at
check out
Fitz right
Fitz's
now.
screen here.
Oh my God, Fitz. What are you doing, bud?
He didn't quite get that bounce he was looking for. Now
No.
he's going to have to ride the platform.
Wow,
Yeah, so when you have Yoshi, you can bounce off these saws nice and comfy. It's like Yoshi's immune to saws for some reason.
Now look what Dabs gets to do. He's just going to hold right.
And there he goes. He just passed Fitz.
Boom! We just saw North America go back into first place. You love to see it.
All right, so I'm going to be looking out for these guys going into Cookie Mountain. Because Dabs is all stocked up. He might... Oh, no, he's not doing it. Never mind.
Yeah,
was
Dabs
gonna
is
say-
not gonna go for any sort of boss kill. He knows how to play in races. He's knocked all of us out of tournaments. He knows exactly how to win races, and it's not through boss kills in an all caps race. Very nice fire grab from Fitz there. That was very slick.
Yeah, well done.
All right, Dabs is going into Ludwig's castle. This is scary. This is another place where we can see the lead change very easily. Watch these cape mechanics here. Ground pound to get rid of that guy. Ground pound to get rid of that guy. And then cape cancel. You see he just ran through those and he didn't take damage. That's a cape cancel and something we're going to see. Dabs now doing his patented scroll flight strat he does. He gets a door fly, which is a unique cape mechanic. Goes into room 2, scrolls the screen, and just takes off from the beginning. You're not going to see that from any other runner. You're going to see Fitz just no cape running through, getting under those Potoboos. Milani right behind them, getting into room 2 right now. He's going to run and jump under those Potoboos and then try to take flight with that switch there. He messed that up, so he's going to have to go naturally. Dabs is out of the boss fight already. Just 2 fireballs and 1 jump's going to get rid of Ludwig. Skip all those cycles. Get out of here. We're going into Forest of Illusion now.
Fitz is just coming in right behind him. 2 fireballs and a jump, and Ludwig's destroyed. Right behind them, here comes Milani with a cape.
He has no fire flower. He's going to have to rely on a normal cycle skip here. Watch, he's going to pull him over to the left, and when he jumps in the air, he has to hit him in the air. You have to hit him in the air. All right, and now he can hit him on the ground once again and skip another cycle of him turning into a shell, canceling that fight pretty quickly. Not as quick as 2 fireballs and a jump, but quick nonetheless.
Okay, I think Daisui is going to go for a boss kill here in Cookie Mountain. Yep,
Oh,
here
watch
you go.
Daisui's screen. He's going for one of the hardest strats right here. He's going to throw this shell up and do a double tongue glitch right here. He
Nope.
missed it. He needs to just go for it and finish out the level. That is very unfortunate. That would have been really cool to see. It's not impossible for most anyone to do.
Fitz
Oof.
just sort of took a fall in the pit with Yoshi.
That's going to give Dabs a healthy lead, who's going for wings right now. Watch Dabs
Ooh.
grab this shell and try to duplicate the block to the left. Getting it
Perfect.
first try, coming in from such an insane angle. Getting out of that level with a 254. Holy cow, Dabs. Those were some spicy wings.
Dabs is just killing it this run.
He came from far back when he started his run. He now has a strong lead going into Yoshi clips here. Let's watch him as he tries to pull the Yoshi into the wall, not getting first clip.
He's just been making all the right choices for which strategies to take and which ones to skip.
Yeah, as we were saying earlier, he's super common in races and tournaments, and he's known for just knocking people out left and right. And it's because he knows race safe stuff. He knows how to PB grind for the hard stuff, but he also knows how to play smart during races. And that's always gonna win out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, playing smart doesn't necessarily mean Yoshi Clips will play with you.
Yeah, you can't
That
play
definitely
Yoshi Clip
gave-
smart.
It definitely gave Fitz and Milani quite a bit of room to come back in here. Fitz in the first try.
We're 2
Milani
hours
also got
into-
kicked out.
2 hours into this, and we have 3 of our runners right next to each other. Like it's crazy how much they're staying with it.
Not just 2 hours, but like, this is the 5th category. That's crazy.
Yeah. 5th runners of the 5th category.
Like, that should really just sort of tell you about the level of all of the people playing today.
Yeah, absolutely. So now we got Daisui going into the Forest of Illusion. Dab's currently in first place going into Forest of Illusion 3. Fitz is right behind him. Milani's in third. Still needs to leave Forest of Illusion 2. Nice key grab there. Oh man, we get to see Roy's castle with a cape. You know how excited I am? They don't just have to sit there and ride that brown block snake forever again.
That block snake is honestly one of the worst things in this game, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, remember, Calco died in this room after the block snake and all that. If he didn't, that would have put South Africa in the front currently. Like, that's how dirty that level is, no cape. But look at Cape, look at Dabs just tearing through this level.
It's just fly, get through each chamber. I mean, Fitz is right on his heels, though. Fitz is already in the third chamber flying through. I didn't even see Fitz get a cape, and now he's just flying through.
Good job, Daesui, getting that Yoshi clip. Staying close behind Milani. He is catching up quick. Now, Fitz has to do 3 natural jumps as opposed to Dabs' 2 fireballs in 1 jump. It's going to spread out the lead just a little more. Just a hair. Oh, Milani!
Did he take off with a spin or like?
No, just whenever he dived, he accidentally let go of the fly button and tried to save it again by pulling it back, and his thumb just got wonky. We've all done it. It's just yeah. He like wasn't sure about it and tried to either slow down or turn around or accidentally let go of it momentarily, but it was just wonky cape. So Dabs now getting himself a pipe fly, shooting out of that pipe. Coming out of it with the parachute's going to give Mario a speed of 64 sub-pixels a frame, as opposed to the natural limitation of 51.
Milani is kind of pretty close to those Potogoos again, but second Roy Fly is proving much more successful.
Look, and Daesui's right behind him. He's gunning for Milani right now. I told you, this is still anyone's race.
Fitz. That was a very nice backup cape grab from Fitz. Spun that Koopa in the air and took it with him.
Love to see that, man. That's one of the coolest strats. It's such a fast way to get cape. It's pretty difficult, though, because you don't have a lot of visual cues on where you need to do things and when.
All right. Dabs is riding that fishing boo.
He does a strat where he just, instead of flying like people normally do, he just goes off with a spin fly and times it perfectly and rides the fishing boo the whole level. And
I know, I do
like
too.
Dabs, like, you can't argue that. It's such a
awesome.
good strat.
It's entirely consistent, and people told me that's not true, but...
Yeah, there's some big proponents for it. I'm thinking about switching to it because this level is such a headache.
Yeah, so when you try and fly through that first room, normally there's a couple of off-screen obstacles that will just sort of get you stuck, and then you have to land and run through slow and probably get hurt by the Eries. But when you do that spin fly strat, you can sort of control where you're at much better, and you just sort of bounce along to the end.
All right, we got Dabs and Fitz grabbing themselves a Yoshi. It's going to help them out a little later in the run. We have Milani and Daesui and Chocolate Island 1. Milani losing his power-up, deciding to forego it. Probably just going to grab the spring and take it across the tape, grab himself a mushroom. We'll probably see him grabbing a cape in the next level, or he could go no cape and re-enter Chocolate Island 2. I'm sure we'll just see him get in the ghost house.
Dab's having zero issue with the football chuck room. And that one can be pretty difficult, no matter what way you go in there. There's a couple of strats that have it fairly consistent, but...
Yep, there's Milani's cape. He's going to have to wait around for it, and then hopefully try not to lose it on this next section, where he's going to be accidentally getting enough flight speed. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Milani, what are you doing?
Dude,
Stay
your
in the
speed
ground.
all over the place there, like in the spacing in between those Eries is like enough to catch flight, and so sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
He's
Sometimes
coming
it's
for
weird
ya.
to manage. Yeah, Milani had to dance to get out of that.
Yeah, so Daesui is just overtaken Milani, just barely.
Yeah, we have Daesui in third place now. Daesui's coming in hot. We have Dabs leaving a chocolate secret. He's gonna be going towards Wendy's castle, my favorite castle with the cape. We have Fitz right behind him.
This is gonna be beautiful.
Look at that movement there. Getting that skip, going under the saw there. He's going to dive face first into that crusher, but because of how cape canceling works, he's not going to take any damage. You move forward with the cape while parachuting, you're not going to take damage. You're just going to go into iframes. Nice room 2 there. Dabs first into the Wendy fight. She's gonna pop up into 3 random pipes. It's not the same every time, it is random. However, for a brief moment before she pops up, she's gonna show her toes out the bottom of the pipe. And lots of runners, you'll see, will use that as a visual cue. You see lots of runners really against it, but you know, whatever, it's an easy visual cue. But you gotta keep your eyes on those potobos up there too, so it's, you know, you just gotta be looking 2 places at once. How hard could it be?
What was really weird was watching South America and Japan both going down the vertical room at the same time, because they're both, like, the screens are stacked, so it was just really it's like, whoa, what's going on here?
It's just portrait mode SMW, man.
Imagine. You know, so coming out of Wendy, we have Dabs with Team North America in the lead. Got Fitz following up in second for Team Europe. And then Daisui's in third, and real close behind him is Milani.
There's been so many lead changes in this relay. I've seen some crazy drama and action go down between all 5 runners, 4 different regions. So what Dabs is trying to do there, he purposefully took a hit twice because it's just quicker to get through. But what he's hoping for now is to just not touch anything, keep going at the speed he's going, and he's going to have himself an opportunity to despawn one of the 2 boo rings here at the end of the level. Watch on the screen closely now. There's no boo ring on screen. There's that second one. There should be 2, but he despawned that first one. So we're going to see all these runners try to get that. Milani taking a death in Wendy room 2. It's going to be going back in small, and that's treacherous. Let's see how he does small, Wendy room 2. He's looking good. Kind of went off the platform there. It's going to kill his speed, and he's going to have to just do this level normally. All right, y'all. Y'all know what to say. This will be our final one for the relays here.
Orb. Or Milani. That's not all. We got another one coming up right here. Take a look down at Fitz.
Orb. GG's to both runners, collecting their orb, going into the Valley of Bowser. They're going to be wrapping up this relay. We're now in Valley of Bowser 1. One of my favorite levels. Look at just like how labyrinth it is. You gotta snake your way around and eat all these moles, fly above them, select different paths to go through.
And the whole time you're doing it, you're really hoping that you don't pull that mole hitbox into Mario and lose your cape and not your Yoshi somehow. I'm not speaking from experience or anything.
Yeah, those molds don't play and mess with Yoshi. Alright, but you see the first boo ring there on Daisui's screen. He did not despawn it. It should have gone for a scroll there. I'm not even sure if he was even that close to the timing. I didn't see the beginning of his room, but still holds a strong third place. Dab's got himself his Yoshi wings. He's gonna be moving on to the ghost house. This can be a pretty cool level. Let's see what strat Dabs is gonna do in the ghost house, because what he does in room 1 dictates what he does in room 2. He's just going for a normal one. Oh, well.
Oh no!
No,
What's he
he's
doing?
diving
Oh,
off
he's doing
the
it.
You pull up at the last second like Top Gun, narrowly avoid those. Let's see if he can slide into a 1-tile gap with a 2-tile Mario. Missed it the first time. Better hurry, Fitz is coming up.
Oh, here comes Fitz. Oh, Fitz didn't even dive. He's just flying.
Come on, Dabs, you better hurry. Fitz is coming for you. Oh, get in there with the 260. Fitz is getting in. Can he first try it?
Oh, Fitz missed it.
Yo, an orb for Daisui. Shout out
Orb.
All right, Fitz is
We were
in
so
with
obsessed with the
68.
ghost house.
Milani did not despawn his boo ring either.
Oh,
Just let it be. Oh, God.
I
Is in one of the hardest rooms in all of SMW right now. He has a Magikoopa that's trying to shoot him down. He's got these pencils that have weird hitboxes, turn blocks that just want to break out from underneath you. This is a room to be afraid. Dab's getting through though. Made sure to cancel his P speed before he went through the door. I don't think he wanted to risk losing his cape. Fitz just lost his to a Podobo though.
yeah, I saw what Fitz was going for there. Oh, that's just really bad luck.
He just cape slid into a Magikoopa.
Or
just
for Milani, by the way.
Orb. That was I'm too depressed to say orb for Fitz, man.
But it's the last one. You gotta say it.
Oh, he cave slid into there was nothing he could do. He just had to sit there and just watch
He
himself.
just had
stay on
to.
the-
It was just such bad luck. But like, there was nothing he could have done about that.
Nah, Mario couldn't have gotten out of the way quick enough.
You know, it's just like it's one of those things where you just see him fading in, and you're just like, well, later, Cape.
Yep, Fitz isn't going to be able to show off his patented Fitz fly. Dabs, however,
Yeah,
able
what
to
is-
show off his patented lose cape in room 2 strat. I'm going to have to steal that one. He's not going to be able to damage boost in room 5 because of his 200 IQ strats in room 2.
Oh, Dabs, you were having such a smooth, solid run.
I mean,
I think
it
we need
is
to pull
perfect.
him aside with Xander and Arcalark.
He basically went from last place to first place in the course of a run. It just wanted to end it real quick by losing cape in room 2. He's just swagging out. That's all it is. He's just showing he doesn't even need it. All right, he is now in the Bowser fight though. He's got his cape. Fitz does not have a cape, so this is currently Dabs' race to lose. Nice job from Milani there. Grabbing a shell at the Yoshi and threw it at a wall and spit it out and bounced off the shell. He's going to be grabbing himself a backup cape that's up here in the top corner. Don't jump up there with the Yoshi. So anyone who doesn't know, always jump off your Yoshi when you grab that backup cape. There's something just weird up there. I don't know, because you can't see it. You can't take the camera up there really. Where like Yoshi just gets clipped in and dies. Like you die and you lose everything. So always jump off your Yoshi for that cape. Alright, looks like Dabs has finished up his ball skip while Fitz is looking for his. Dabs has been going into his third and final phase to win the relay. Big shout out to once again to all of our former runners that were in this event.
Fitz just had a nice no cape ball skip. I think just given the power-up variety that Fitz has had this whole run, like, he's done a fantastic job.
Alright, Dabs is flying up and we have our
Ooh,
sixth
there it is.
hit. GG's to Dabs, GG's to Team North America, finishing it out with a 2:04.20 for the relay. What an event.
GG, you guys. Well done to Team North America.
Yeah, shout outs to Area 51, TM, Lost Core, Arcalark, and on screen Dabs.
Now we've
Big
got a
GGs.
GG's for Fitz for finishing up for Team Europe, and Team Europe is now finished as well.
Yep, GG's to Team Europe, and shout outs to A Logical, Akisto, Louis, Xander, and on screen Fitz right now. They're going to be finishing up with a 2:04.38, 18-second difference with a 5-person relay race of 5 different categories. Do y'all even understand?
That's really tight.
Yeah,
2
so many
hours
lead changes here.
and an 18-second difference between first and second.
That's incredible.
That's pretty crazy. All right, Daesui had a pretty good ball skip there.
Yep, just goes ball skip. He'll be going into his final phase here shortly. All right, now you'll notice Daesui throwing the Mecha Koopa up through the clown car, hitting Bowser as soon as that hitbox is available. It's going to make him bounce 5 times as opposed to 8 and set him up for this perfect 6th hit. Beautiful.
Well done.
G's to Team Japan. For Team Japan, we have Furo Kazushi, Yapo-san, Maiba, Yao, and on screen right now, Daesui. GG's with a 2:06.09.
Yeah, GG. That's less than 2 minutes. Still, I mean, honestly, like these guys beat the pants off anything I could throw down in this. So GG to everyone. I'm very jealous of all the skill that we have seen.
We got to show off, literally the best runners that we have to offer. So big GG's to those runners there. Want to give a good shout out to South American team as well. We have Red Killer, Narty 1800, Calco, Thug, and Milani. GG's to all of you as well. I appreciate all of y'all watching this as well. This has been a great 30th anniversary for Super Mario World. I hope y'all really enjoyed seeing some of the categories we have. If you're interested, you should definitely check out our Discord and our community. We have a super active community. It's a really easy game to get into. So shout outs to Mario.
Shout outs to Mario.
Yeah, Milani's still going. Milani has their internet dropped, but I think they're gonna keep going. And hopefully, it comes back up. We could talk a little bit about what's going on while we try to get that back. While Milani finishes up, this has been a super awesome relay race. You would expect with 5 categories, 20 runners, it would have been a more decisive ending. Like you would have kind of expected one team to pull ahead somehow. But the swaps just went back and forth the whole time.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. I knew it was gonna flip around a few times, but like I wasn't expecting it to be in the way that it was. It wasn't just like a little mistake here and there, like slipping a little bit. It was always just like gut-wrenching heartbreak for a team. But then they'd come back in like 20 minutes. It was insane.
Yeah, so we're
just watching them trade the lead back and forth.
Yeah, this was super exciting to watch. I'm so glad we were able to bring everyone together. We definitely had some challenges with people in so many time zones and people with different quality of internet. A lot of people were pointing out some of the runners were having less stable streams, but I think in the end it was worth it to be able to feature so many people from across the globe. I can't name too many speedrunning communities that are so diverse, so I think that was really great.
Yeah, it's a big point of pride for our community is that we're just spread out worldwide and we all know each other and love each other still. So we're a giant friendly community. Just getting word that Milani finished as well. So big GG's out to him. Appreciate them coming out as well.
Yeah, that was really exciting. Super awesome. Thank you to the two of you. At the beginning you said that you would have no problem talking for 2 hours straight, and you definitely did not disappoint. Thank you so much for bringing such great commentary to this. It really helped the whole thing.
It's easy to talk about it relay when you have something like this in front of you. I mean, that was just that was action from the get-go.
Yeah, really, if it weren't for all of the interesting things happening on screen and just the great runs happening in front of us, I mean, the commentary has to come from the good run, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we had great runners here showing off great runs, which makes the commentary easier, and the show was so much better for the quality commentary that you brought as well. So thank you, everyone, for watching. In a moment, we'll be running a few ads, but I do want to plug a few things. If you are watching on YouTube, you just enjoyed a fantastic multi-category relay. I'm really excited how well this turned out. Hopefully we can see more of this in the future, maybe a 31st anniversary celebration, who knows. But if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to come by and check out our live content. You can check it out at twitch.tv/gamesdonequick. If you do have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to whatever your favorite Twitch channel is. If your favorite Twitch channel happens to be GDQ, consider using it to support the weekly GDQ hotfix content. We have so much content going on throughout the week. We have so many shows going on that at this point we're running multiple shows a night some days. Come by, support the content, check it out, see what we've got. You can find out more about the shows that we run at GamesDoneQuick.com. You can click the hotfix button and find out about all the shows that we're running. West Coast Weekend will be coming up next weekend. One more time, just want to point out, December 4th to December 6th is when that's going to be happening, featuring runners from the West Coast of the United States. The schedule is out now, and you can go to GamesDoneQuick.com to check it out. AGDQ 2021 is going to be online, as I'm sure you've already heard. The schedule is out, and it will take place January 3rd to January 10th, 2021. If you would like to submit a prize for Games Done Quick 2021 online, Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 online, those prize submissions are due on December 26th. So make sure that you fill it out when you get an opportunity to. And as for the next show that's going to be on, or one of the next shows that are going to be on, you can check out this Monday. We have Community Spotlight, which is going to be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, featuring a showcase of speedruns with excellent music, including Deltarune, Celeste, Crypt of the Necrodancer, Ori and the Blind Forest, and more. You're not going to want to miss that show. It's got all of the hype speed games. Definitely make sure that you're here Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. And thank you so much for the hard work of the SMW community bringing this together. You know, I didn't mention this before, but often for our hotfix shows, we have to put so much work into putting these together. But the SMW community really did a lot of the heavy lifting, finding runners who are interested in participating from different regions, helping to corral them. This was a delight to be able to feature on the Games Done Quick channel, but the biggest thank you needs to go to the Super Mario World community, which just keeps delivering the great content time and again. So thank you so much. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Stick around for a few ads, and we're going to be rating someone in just a little bit. So see you soon.